Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm rising to respond to the Minister's statement and to also recognize the upcoming 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. And things are getting worse in New Brunswick. And they've been getting worse since 2017, when there started to be an uptick in intimate partner violence cases in New Brunswick. And yes, the pandemic did make things more clear, I guess, to those who were not aware of it. But this is a problem that has gotten worse and is still a major issue for a lot of people. And you know, I was glad to see the silent witnesses in the legislature this morning. I actually went to school with someone who unfortunately now is a silent witness. She's not here in the legislature today, but her name was Sabrina Patterson, and she was murdered by her partner. And so this touches people in rural areas. This touches people all across the province. And there is so much more we can do. And so I want to move on to talking about what we can do, because there are solutions. And some of it does have to do with culture change. Some of it does have to do with addressing the systems of oppression that contribute to violence, the toxic masculinity, and as the Minister mentioned, people with intersectional identities. So, systemic racism needs to be tackled, ableism, and other inequities that increase the risk for certain people. We need to do more on the prevention side and more to empower those who may be at higher risk of violence to be able to get out of those situations or avoid those situations. And so part of that is contributing to economic independence, making sure that people have, whether it's a basic income, a living wage, pay equity. These are policy decisions that can contribute to economic independence so people can leave situations that are unsafe and be able to support themselves. We need to build affordable housing as fast as possible, public housing, nonprofit and cooperative housing, to make sure that people can have housing, can have an option, a place to go if they're in an unsafe situation. And we need to be supporting the workers in transition homes as well as the community-based programs to address violence across the province with appropriate funding and appropriate wages. These are all of things that are within the control of government to make better, while our whole society needs to tackle the culture and make sure that everyone, no matter their gender, is stepping up to address this and to no longer accept violence in our communities. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out and looking for the actual policies that can make a difference, because it is important to wear purple, it is important to wear a ribbon, it is important to talk about this, but there are policies that can make a difference and move the needle. Thank you, Madam Speaker.